Okay, we're trying a little different position today. I've got, oops, hold on. This computer acts up every once in a while and the screen goes blank for about 7 seconds and then it comes back. So I don't know what's going on. I still got to get that looked at. But anyway, believe it or not, this is the parking lot of the Pemaquid Point Lighthouse. Unfortunately, Microsoft 2024 doesn't show the lighthouse itself, but I did want to do a quick hover around the area here and show you around a little bit. My family and I used to go here a lot when we visited my aunt and uncle's cottage up in Maine. It was about a half-hour drive. And get up off the ground a little bit here. I don't want to go too high, too fast. But this was one of the things we really look forward to. When we were on our summer vacations. I flew over here from, well, actually from Swan's Island, which is an island my parents and my brother and I and both of our then wives visited. But after the cottage went out of the family, but I flew there from Swan's Island to the cottage area, and let me get up a little bit more here. A little bit too low. I know I'm flying a little sideways, but well, let's not hit that tree. Let's not hit that tree. A little too close. Let's slow down here. Okay, let's pivot this around. It's really a lot prettier in person. This is the first time today I've been trying to fly a helicopter. This is just free flight. This isn't a... Okay. This isn't a lesson or anything like I've been doing and recording. But I did want to do this. It's just this was a very special place to us growing up, and doesn't look as spectacular as it does in person. If you ever get a chance to go to Pemaquid Point Lighthouse, I would strongly recommend it. We used to find all kinds of little fish and crustaceans down in the pools, down closer to where the waves come in. They would come crashing in here. There'd be all kinds of little tidal pools down in the rock crevices and that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go back towards the cottage. I'm going to reset this thing. Pardon the bouncing here. I'm going to set this thing for inside, and I'm going to see if I can head back toward the cottage.
South, 18 Mike Echo, 200. Request flight following. Life testimonies pop. Squawk 0, tree, 2 tree. Live testimonies Papa Quebec Yankee, 2-2 tree heavy.
Life testimonies Papa Quebec Yankee, 2-2 tree heavy. Radar contact 4 miles south of 1-8 Mike Echo, 900. Altimeter 2-9er-9er-2.
Roger.
Well, I don't think I'm going to go back to the cottage, but well, actually, I'm going to pause it and I'll fly there and I'll come back when I'm about there. Okay, whoops, we're back online here. I got a little crooked while I was trying to click the camera, but we're going to be approaching Damariscotta Lake over here in a little bit. If you look up in the upper left-hand corner up here, that blue triangle is where we're headed. Let's see if I can get my vertical speed. I want to start coming down. And slowing down so we can see a little more when we get there. Now they don't show the islands, at least not the ones that we were familiar with, that were in the area of the cottage. But I'm very familiar with the lay of the land. There's that, you can start seeing that little jut out into the middle of the lake. Not the one that's almost below us, but the next one. That little jut is right across from the cottage. The jut on the left is across from the cottage, which is just past that jut on the right. So anyway, we'll keep on heading down here and slowing down. I did notice there is a set of train tracks at the end of the lake, so I did verify that it is the lake, because there was a train that used to come down that way. We gotta start slowing back a little bit. We don't want to zoom past it. Helicopters are not my thing, but I'm trying to learn. Okay, we're at just about 1,000 feet. I'm gonna start. Okay, let's not go too slow. Keep some forward speed up here. Looks a lot narrower from the air than it did paddling across that lake to the other shore in our little two-seater kayak that we built. I gotta get some more forward speed going, or I'm gonna be... Come on, don't go down in the drink. Come on, Richie. Get some upward climb going here. Let's not go too crazy. Okay, that should do it. There we go. Now we used to fish around that cove right there to the right, and then we'd come around here. There were two islands off to our left. There's another smaller island just to the right of the cottage, kind of between, let's see, the cottage would have been roughly, let me see if I can pivot around here. There is a cottage there. I can't say that's the exact location, but I'm gonna, oh yike, no, don't spin this thing around. Hold on, don't hit the trees. I don't know how that happened. But there's a little building in between the trees there in front of us. That's about where the cottage was located, roughly, somewhere along this shore here. And then there were a lot of weeds. We used to go fishing in the weeds. There weren't trees right there before, but that's real shallow right there. We used to take the kayak back in there. And then another little cove we used to fish was right over here. Right coming over right there. Alrighty. Well, this is Lake Damariscotta. Place we loved growing up. I guess I'll go across here. I used to go back here too. Paddle all the way across that shoreline. And then I'd come back in here. And it would get pretty shallow back in the back here. Paddle all the way back in here. There were a lot of lily pads and different things back in here. Don't remember catching much, but remember seeing a few big ones back there. Anyway, that's it for today. God bless y'all. Have a great day.